What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So I wanted to take this video to say a big shout out and thank you to the Gotham Knights community, to the Video Game Fight School community, and to everyone that has been participating, walking through, and waiting for the release of this game, as well as those of you that have been subscribing to the channel and even leaving your comments, or maybe not subscribing. It doesn't matter. To me, I still think that your input is very valid. Now, sometimes we will disagree, if not a lot of times, but it doesn't really make a big difference because these are just opinions that we have. And the opinions that we have doesn't necessarily mean that your opinion or my opinion is actually, in a sense, better or greater. It's just, we just differ in the way we see things. And I can appreciate all of that. And so I wanted to go ahead and just do that and say thank you very much for 7,000 subscribers. It's been a very, very interesting journey. I usually try my best to make these videos and actually, talk about that landmark because it's made possible by you guys. It's not that I sat there hitting subscribe by myself or clicking my videos and watching them, thousands of times. That's all done by you guys here in the community. So it's just a video just to celebrate you guys and how you guys have actually helped me to grow, not just as a channel, but actually grow in my knowledge of this subject matter. I think that's actually more important because I'll go ahead and give you guys an example. I remember somewhere when I was around maybe 3,000 subscribers or something. I was trying to get to 3,000 subscribers, right? And so I made this one video, and in the video I said, if you enjoy the video, you feel free to, subscribe, or feel free to, hit the like button or whatever. And somebody commented, and this was a very interesting comment because I didn't even know what to do with it. They said, why should I subscribe? So why are you begging for subs? Why should I subscribe to a channel that offers significantly nothing better than other Gotham Knights channels? And I saw that comment and I thought, man, that's the saltiest thing I've ever read on the internet. It kind of affected me, but, again, because of the ilk that, we YouTubers have to be cut out from, we have to be able to take criticism sometimes at face value. And regardless of what the, notion was, I don't know if they were trying to be snarky or whatever, but I took it and I replied and I said, okay, thank you for actually mentioning this. I'm going to try my best to be better. And I think since then, the subscriber counts have doubled because I focused on what was much more important, which is my knowledge of the subject matter. And I wanted to know, and you guys helped me and taught me. And so now my content is actually providing value as a result. And so shout out to you guys for all of that. You wonder, how did we teach you anything? The comics, I did not read a lot of those when I started making my videos here. I followed the animated movies and the cartoons, and a lot of media that I actually did follow was not, literature based. And so you guys started to point out and say, hey man, you might want to read issue this of that. You might want to read issue this of this. You might want to go look into this story. You might want to check this storyline out. And I'm just sitting there consuming all this information. And in my brain, I'm thinking, how did I not even know this stuff? But some of us were introduced to the superhero genres in different means and different ways. I remember my dad used to give me an allowance to actually get a comic when I was much younger. And I would get the Batman comics. And for some reason, I think as a little boy, you can't concentrate anyways, or some little boys anyways. I have a little boy, he loves comics. I didn't when I was a little boy. I ripped them apart. And I preferred my toys. That's just the truth. I remember specifically watching my son read Spider-Man comics. He's a Spider-Man fan. I know. Can you imagine that? And I saw him reading and I thought to myself, I said, this is just so peculiar that he likes his comics. And in my case, I used to just, forget about him. But that's because he's seen me, engage in the comics that you guys have been suggesting to me, the series and all the above. So I really wanted to say thank you guys because it really means a lot to see that your work here on YouTube is influenced by, great people who are very well knowledgeable about the subject matter, and they actually open your eyes to things that you don't know. So thank you very much for all of that. And, we go back and we look at the journey that we've taken here in the Gotham Knights community. It's been a very interesting one. It's still an interesting one till date. The game has been, in my opinion, one of the most unfairly treated games that I've seen in the longest time. Yes, many video games will get the punching bag, and fans were probably expecting one thing and probably did not, realize that they were going to be getting another kind of game. I strongly believe that at the end of the day, this game is going to prove itself for what it is. At this point, the game has actually shown so much. I think the approach so far for their marketing was actually something that we'll look back on and call genius marketing approach. At first, it didn't seem like it. At first, it seemed like, man, what in the world is going on with this game? But at this point, seeing that they've realized, hey, our game is what it is. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to give you as much information as you can, except for that Robin gameplay, as you want. And, you guys are going to basically go and judge for yourself exactly what it is that you want to do with this. And I think that's, in my opinion anyways, one of the more commendable aspects of Gotham Knights. This is one of the reasons I actually went ahead and pre-ordered. This is one of the reasons I'm actually looking forward to the game. Just when they started to drop this info dump on us in May, they just opened the fire hydrant, and since then, it's just been details upon details upon details. And even if the details may seem like they're not that much, or at least it seems like maybe it's not satisfactory, at least everybody knows where they stand. Well, most people anyways. Let me not speak for everybody. Most people know where they stand regarding Gotham Knights. And to me, I think that's something that the developers may have done successfully. So the devs of this game, you guys are going to win. You just got to keep going. However it is, people judge, your approach or whatever it is. They're not going to be able to judge you guys for, the worst thing that you can be accused of in gaming these days as a developing team is, to be shady. Nah, that's not going to be one. If anything, they'll probably judge your mechanics. They'll probably judge your character models. They'll probably judge your story. But at the end of the day, you would have won a lot of trust. You can take that to the bank. If you lose it, though, the bank will be taken away from you. Ask CD Projekt Red. Thanks so much for watching the video. I appreciate you guys so much, and hopefully we'll talk in another one. Peace out.